I'm Tara Sharma Saluja and welcome to my show. Today we're going to learn some new things through play.
So I'm going to be the big boss.
Some fun and some fight. Say sorry to Raya, otherwise I'm going.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Zan.
My daughter never had a birthday party till she turned 5.
Party with special children. Chat with a new mum. Right from childhood, we teach our children to say hi, namaste, thank you, bye, etc. Right? These are usually the first words we teach our children after mummy, daddy and siblings' names, that is. Usually these greetings are the first steps towards polite conversation and interaction, preparing our children to interact with other kids and adults in the outside world. We do various things to develop their social skills. A child's behavior pattern changes with age. When Zen was very little, he was very friendly, but as he grew older, he became a bit more reserved. I was a little concerned about this, but I was given great advice by our pediatrician to be patient and that kids' social skills and desire to interact goes through phases. I organized a few play dates so that Zen would get comfortable with other children and tried to make sure it was always a friendly environment but never pushed him. We wanted him to develop his own style and way and desire to interact, and we didn't want to force him. Zen slowly began to open up and now is a really outgoing, friendly child. He now loves playdates and gets excited when friends come over.
When people come to play, I like it.
See? And what happens when they go?
I don't like it.
As soon as Zen's friends arrived, he welcomed them warmly. Parents are often concerned that their children are not sharing. To teach your child to share, start with his own toys. Children can be quite possessive about their toys. So if they can learn to share them, then you've won half the battle. So you have to
They cannot take it to their house.
Children at this age love making up stories.
Who's the piglet? Who's the wolf?
I see the pink pig, this is the puppy pig.
Okay.
So I'm going to be the big boss. No, not by the head of a chinny chin chin. Then I hop and I pop and I break your house down.
If you encourage them to enact stories, they have a lot of fun.
Die.
It helps give flight to their imagination. Kai is also learning to play with older kids, and they are learning to include him in their games. Like us, when in the mood and at the right age, most children enjoy socializing. Sometimes, of course, they also have little fights.
It is mine.
But you have to learn to share, Zen. Zen?
This is totally normal with kids.
Dare do that. Give Raya a kissy and say sorry.
You.
Say sorry to Raya, otherwise I'm going. I'm taking Raya away. Come and say sorry. Give her a kissy and say sorry. And say sorry. Say sorry.
Sorry.
But parents should be there as moderators so that they can make sure the fights don't go too far.
No, be gentle. Everybody, no fighting. No fighting. कभी-कभी तो गुस्सा करना पड़ता है, बहुत बुरा लगता है, but you have to make sure they don't get spoiled, right? Yeah, that's your brother. Yeah.
Every child has his own mood and tantrums. Parents should not interfere too much. They should let children play on their own and in their own way. At every step, they are learning something, dealing with each other, patching up, staying together. Kai will start walking anytime now. I encourage him, but I don't pressurize him. Most things happen in their own time. And then we left for some outdoor fun. The children played to their heart's content. Really, The fun of playing under the open sky is quite unmatchable. After fun time, it is now lunchtime. We should encourage children to eat on their own with their hands. This can definitely get messy, but it teaches children to eat on their own, especially when they are eating with friends. Playdates are fun, but they are also tiring.
People ask me how I'm still in shape, and trust me, you saw what it was like. It is hectic. So,
When we were little, we used to spend a lot of time with our building friends, neighbors' kids, and kids in the building. Our kids do too, but now things seem a little bit different, possibly because of our busy schedules, security, and lack of space. Going down to play still happens, but perhaps not as much. Also, parents are often busy with office and housework. So we should plan playdates where children can meet and play with each other. It's party time for the kids.
So now we are in Funky Monkey.
Fun and frolic with some special children. Meeting a new mom. Some expert advice.
Television is important, but शुरुआत से structured time and a routine time schedule.
We usually celebrate birthdays with family and close friends. We generally don't throw big parties, but this time was different. As the kids get older, they receive so many birthday party invitations and actually have a more hectic social life than us. So, of course, we too need to reciprocate and invite the kids back. And also, this time, Zen was keen to have his own party and invite everyone. Your children's birthday celebrations must be an important function for you too. I am not a proponent of always having big lavish birthday parties. But I believe parents should celebrate birthdays however they like and within their own means and choices.
My daughter never had a birthday party till she turned 5 because she had no clue. Anyway, they have no clue what is happening. They just have people coming. So mostly what I do is I call their best friends home, a few of them, and I just do fun stuff with them. And my son, of course, has now started planning his own birthday parties. Last year, he gave me a shock. He invited 35 people. 35 children from his class were invited for this birthday party that then I was forced to have because they were invited.
Zen and Kai's birth dates are 2 weeks apart. So we decided to celebrate their birthdays together. Zen's Spider-Man tattoo. He loves them, and at most parties, if they have a tattoo artist, this is what he chooses. Our friends, family, and lots of kids came for the birthday party. Whether a party is small or big, if there are games and entertainment for the children, then the party is a hit. You can have different themes for your birthday parties, like fairy tales, princes and princesses, or like Kaizen's favorite superheroes, or even pirates, or just regular parties, of course. Most children like to dress up in costumes. Puppet shows are another thing that can keep kids entertained for hours. This is often also the best time to feed them. The party menu can have any non-spicy and easy-to-eat snacks like cakes, chips, and different kinds of sandwiches, idlis, pastas, and juices. Looking at the smiling, happy faces of the kids, I missed my dad a lot. He has, of course, always been with us on important and all occasions. Now that he has passed on, we miss him terribly, but I am sure he is watching from up above and smiling and is with us always, blessing and guiding us. All in all, the party was a success. joy multiplies when you share it. As parents, we want to give our children the best of everything. But as they grow, it is important to teach them that there are children in the world that do not have everything they do. There are children who are less privileged or, God forbid, unwell. It is important to sensitize our children to this and teach them to help and spread joy. And so, when I organized a little party for the Cancer Patients Aid Association patients at Funky Monkey, I took Zen and Kai along with me. This is a great indoor play area for kids.
मुझे लगा कि इतना बड़ा शहर बॉम्बे में कुछ नहीं है छोटे बच्चे के लिए. So I decided to create this indoor play center for kids, where all our equipment is soft play and kids can come and just enjoy free play opportunities, and at the same time they get exercise in disguise.
Zen made new friends, and together they created a world of their own. They had a lot of fun together.
So now we are in Funky Monkey.
जैसे आपने देखा होगा अभी ये बच्चे यहाँ खेल रहे हैं, कितने खुश हैं. इनके पेरेंट्स से आप पूछिए, नहीं तो उनका दिन क्या है, हॉस्पिटल जाना है, कैसा ट्रीटमेंट चल रहा है, क्या है, अभी वो भूल गए हैं, बच्चे भूल गए हैं. और ये सब जो है बहुत सहायता करता है इनके ठीक होने में.
With so many kids around, I too became a kid again. Such fun to be footloose and fancy-free. If, God forbid, a small child is diagnosed with cancer, and if there is early detection and the right treatment, then the chances of recovery are as high as 80 to 90%. So awareness to have regular checkups and the right treatment are extremely important. CPAA helps in every aspect of this.
CPA जो है बहुत तरीक़ों से हेल्प करता है पेशेंट्स को. एड, मेडिकल एड, रिहैबिलिटेशन, काउंसलिंग, giving them food, etc., helping them in every way. But also we look at the emotional well-being of the children and their families.
मेन चीज़ ये है कि लोगों को आप में इत्मीनान होना चाहिए कि जो उनका 1 रुपया भी जो है वो गलत इस्तेमाल नहीं होगा. तो अब हम लोग जाते नहीं हैं कहीं मांगने, लोग आके देके जाते हैं.
I believe that all of us should help others according to our own capacity. I have tried to teach this to my children too. And today, seeing Zen's excitement as he gave gifts to other children made me very happy. In the middle of all this, Kai took a small nap. Children are amazing. In all this noise, they can still sleep. So after the whole party, this is what you can't plan with kids. Monsieur Kai has now woken up. When everyone was ready to leave, Kai had regained all his energy and was ready to play. Truly, you can never plan anything with kids.
Nobody wants to leave.
Through this show, we are trying to create a platform for all you mothers out there to share your tips, suggestions, and even ask questions. So do write in to our social media platforms. And let's see what our question is today. Megha Pillai from Kerala asks, how much TV is okay for our children to watch? Megha, this is a question on top of many parents' minds. So let's ask it to our expert, Dr. Zirak Marka.
I'm not against it, but quality time spent on it is important. So what you watch on TV, what programs you watch, because I feel audiovisual aids, television, computer, it can teach your kids so much that they can't probably learn in a classroom setting or through rote learning and teaching. So I feel to some extent television is important, but शुरुआत से structured time and a routine time schedule. So say homework time from this time to this time, TV time from this time to this time.
Up ahead, a meeting with a new mum.
माँ बनने का एहसास बहुत ही खूबसूरत होता है. It's one of the nicest feelings.
And a chat with an expert.
As far as we are concerned, for the first 6 months, we would like the child to be exclusively breastfed. Yani breastfeeding and breastfeeding alone, not even a drop of water.
Parents have a lot of questions regarding their children's health. So I thought, why not direct some of these questions to Dr. Ajit? आपको क्या लगता है कि आजकल के ज़माने में न्यू पेरेंट्स और भी इन्फॉर्म्ड हैं या they're less informed? Do you feel they're more aware or what is your take?
I think parents are very well informed. There is the internet always to help them. लेकिन कई बार क्या हो जाता है, part information is a dangerous thing, you know.
Yes.
So when they have access to so much of information, लेकिन वो कहाँ अप्लाई करना है वो उसमें कभी दिया नहीं रहता, तो दे ऑलवेज गेट द वर्स्ट केस सिनेरियोज ऑन द नेट, और इसलिए डर भी जाते हैं ज़्यादा आसानी से.
One thing, from birth to say 3 years, what is your kind of ideal nutrition food plan?
For the first 6 months, we would like the child to be exclusively breastfed. यानी breastfeeding and breastfeeding alone, not even a drop of water. Then all, including the World Health Organization, to every pediatric association in the world is now recommending 6 months of exclusive breastfeeding. Subsequently, we start non-milk supplemental feeds, which are introduced so as to replace around 2 or 3 feeds per day. And while continuing breastfeeding till at least the first birthday, and then the 3 feeds are essentially gradually merged into home-based foods, so that by say 15 to 18 months the child is totally on a home diet with no separate cooking for him. And we start with cereals, mashed fruits, juices, soups, khichdi. So khichdi is a form of cereal, and as far as possible I like the feeds to be milk free. So whatever milk the baby gets has to be mother's milk, and the other supplemental feeds have to be non-milk supplemental feeds.
When you're a new mom, you get tons of advice, and it's often difficult to know what to take in and what to filter out. I believe everyone has their own way, and each one's way is right for them. So listen to yourself and your own doctor and perhaps the people closest to you. Parenting is a process, and every step is a new experience that teaches us something new. We went to my friend Dr. Kathy's house, who had just become a mother. It was wonderful to see her so happy and to share her joy. So, how are you feeling being a mom?
माँ बनने का एहसास बहुत ही खूबसूरत होता है. As you know, Tara, you have 2 children. I had a cesarean section, तो मेरी पीठ दुखती थी, मेरे stitches दुख रहे थे, और बनाया सो नहीं रही थी, पूरी दिन सोती थी और पूरी रात जागती थी. And that went on for at least 45 days. So मैं काफ़ी upset थी और exhausted थी. Luckily मेरी माँ की मदद से I could pass through that phase. After 40 days, things were beautiful, and today at 2 months, I can tell you it's one of the most beautiful
amazing
feelings in the world.
Yes, and actually Dr. Kathy is a very, very big doctor. So आपका क्या plans है अभी? आप काम पे कभी वापस जाएगी और कैसे balance करेंगी?
मैं काम पे जैसे maternity leave 3 महीने की होती है, मेरी 3 महीने में ख़त्म हो जाएगी और फिर मैं काम शुरू कर लूँगी. Of course, मैं पहले की तरह बहुत aggressive काम नहीं करना चाहूँगी. जैसे पहले मैं बहुत सारी विजिट्स करती थी, वो सब अभी कम कर दूंगी, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली मैं मेरी बच्ची को प्रायोरिटाइज करना चाहती हूँ. लकीली आई हैव एक्सीलेंट सपोर्ट सिस्टम. मेरी मदर इन लॉ है, माय मदर इज देयर, माय फादर, माय हस्बैंड इज ग्रेट. सो जब सोशल सपोर्ट सिस्टम स्ट्रांग होती है तो बहुत तकलीफ नहीं होती है.
नो दैट्स वंडरफुल. और मैं ये भी कहना चाहूँगी कि टुडेज न्यू एज मॉम इज ऑल अबाउट मल्टीटास्क,
एंड आई थिंक इट्स हेल्दी for you and it's healthy for the child. Yes. Because जैसे वो बड़ी होगी और expose होगी दुनिया से, तो she should realize that it's not just about the mother.
Yes. और अभी बेसिक प्रैक्टिकल डे टू डे टिप्स के बारे में आप हमें बताइए कि आपका जो फीडिंग हो रहा है, आप ब्रेस्ट फीड कर रही है या आर यू गिविंग बॉटल और व्हाट?
No, it's part and part.
Okay.
One reason was that I give some express milk in the bottle is because I will go to work.
Yes, so
to get the baby used to it was extremely important also. I also think, Tara, that it's the best to give the child what the child needs. वो habit formation और वो ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है. जब childhood में छूट जाना है तो छूट जाएगा.
I think, like I said, I think you just do what works for you. Say for me, for example, because I was at home, I was mainly just breastfeeding, but my situation was doing the show from home. So I always say it's what works best for you.
Yes.
And your baby.
And also you have to see this, your circumstances, which are very, very important.
Yeah, absolutely. So Kathy, thank you so much for chatting to us, and here's a little gift for you and Banaya. many people ask me what they should do with their baby stuff. Should they give it away or keep it as they are emotionally attached to it? I think we should give our children's things to our near and dear ones and those less fortunate. This is really practical, useful, and cost-effective. After all, children outgrow most products really quickly, and they are often as good as new. It also is a great friends bonding thing to share kids' clothes, etc.
तो आज ज़ेन और काय बनाया के लिए एक तोहफा लेके आए हैं. ये बाथ टब with a bath stand and this baby's bath seat जो हमारे लिए बहुत यूज़फुल रहा और मैं आशा करती हूँ कि आपके लिए भी बहुत यूज़फुल रहेगा.
Like Kai used Zen's bathtub and now we gifted it to a friend's baby. In the same way, you too can give things to your friends' children. This is a special gesture and makes things slightly easier for a new mom. Our children are like sponges. They absorb everything from their environment and from us. How we talk to our help in our everyday life, how we treat our elders, how we interact with new people, children quietly adopt this by watching us. This is how their social skills are formed. So we often have to be careful of what we say and do, and in order to teach them, we have to constantly keep learning ourselves. Only then will our children grow up to be sensitive adults. In the next episode, we'll see the beautiful sights of London with Zen and Kai.
It's very sunny day and then I'm holding a bear.
We'll meet relatives and friends.
Kemi is my best friend from university days.
And have lots of fun and do interesting things. So come join us.